Bonjour everyone and welcome back to the Waves of Your Soul readings. I'm so excited to be doing this spring 2025 reading for all of my signs. For those of you who are new here, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you. My name is Maureen. I'm your humble French tarot reader, and today we're going to be looking at spring 2025. So March, April, and May. There's going to be a different video for all of my signs. For this reading, I have lots of fun decks I'm going to be using. All the names of the decks are going to be in the description box if I have any fellow deck goblins. And if you are, I encourage you to check out my second channel, The Waves of Your Soul, where I share with you my love for tarot and oracle cards. I encourage you for this spring reading to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, as this will give you the most fulfilled reading, the most complete reading for you. Of course, you do you don't have to watch 3 videos, but if you feel called to, it's the way that you can get the most complete reading. And I will make sure to make a specific playlist for this spring reading so that you can find all the signs in the playlist and you can navigate between the videos a little bit easier. Before I get into the reading, I want to invite you to subscribe, and if you enjoy this reading, then the best way to support my work is to like, comment, share the video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Your spring 2025 reading. Let's go. Okay, my Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising, this is going to be the reading for you for this particular spring season. We're going to be looking at the energies. I have this super cute spring themed tarot deck you're going to see. It's really sparkly and it is full of color and full of like bunnies and Easter colors and bees and flowers and butterflies. It is very springtime and look at this gorgeous sparkle. So I'm excited to be doing this reading for you guys with this. I also have some pre-pulled oracle cards which we're actually going to start with. So these are going to give us a bit of information as to what the energies of springtime is going to be like for my Aquarius. We have a goddess card which we'll discover together. I've pre-pulled them, I've not yet looked at them, so we're going to see what it gives. We have an archetype, and then we have 2 oracle cards. So let's see for my Aquarius what we have in terms of energies, archetypes, and all of that. So your goddess, for this goddess energy, divine energy, for this spring season, we have Fortuna. I love that. It's the goddess of luck in Greek mythology, in Roman mythology. She's linked to the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, and yeah, she's linked to luck, abundance, so we love that. What your archetype is for this season, we have the aspirant. It is linked to ambitious, diligence, and setback. Okay, interesting. And then in terms of your oracle cards, we have chop wood. Okay. And then we have last one, soulmates. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. So for my Aquarius, okay, so already springtime with Fortuna, you're being blessed with a sense of luck. I'm hearing your luck is turning because Fortuna is linked to the Wheel of Fortune, specifically to positive luck, right? To the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. There's a sense of things definitely, I'm hearing things are moving on up for my Aquarius. Things are turning up for the better. I'm hearing breakthroughs. I'm hearing a chance is being given. I'm hearing an opportunity is being given. And I'm hearing overall, energetically, things are getting a lot easier. You're getting lucky, my Aquarius, which is wonderful. There's a sense of being able to walk alongside luck this spring season and feeling like energetically things are easier. So if you've been struggling in this winter season or autumn season, if you were faced with just setback after setback or delays or challenges, you were facing some potential like metaphorical mountains and you couldn't find a way out certain situations, just things were feeling a little bit hard and difficult. Springtime should feel a lot easier for my Aquarius. There's a sense that you have luck on your side, so you could finally find some solution if you've been faced with difficulty. Finally, you could be faced with like a lucky break. So let's say some of you were waiting for paperwork, for a loan, for an answer from like administration or something, you could finally hear and it's going in your favor. If you were looking for a place to move, for example, and you couldn't find the right place, you were looking and you kept facing or like setbacks and delays, finally you're able to move, find the right place for you. If you've been looking for a job, same thing. There could be this idea of like finally a lucky break. I'm hearing even for some of you who are artists, there could be a lucky break, like I'm seeing someone who is a musician and they're finally getting that one song out that is making them suddenly a lot more popular. They're getting a break. I'm seeing viral videos in my mind's eye, like you're for content creators, they're putting one video and suddenly it's going viral. Of course, we have the soulmate card. So for people who've been looking to meet someone, we could have the idea of finally going on that perfect date and meeting that right person that you feel like, wow, finally I'm getting my lucky break. I'm finally meeting the person I've been looking for. This is giving luck on your side, a lucky break, and things changing. And you know what? I have a feeling that my Aquarius needed that. You've been needing and praying for a break, a lucky break, for the wheel to turn in your favor. So that's wonderful. We also have, super important though, this idea with chop wood. We have a big theme around decluttering your life in this springtime, and that's coming for a few of my signs actually. So if you've watched your sun, moon and rising and that message came up again, then that's doubling up on that. There is a big invitation here to declutter. With chop wood, we have the idea of removing clutter, noise, and just things in your life that you no longer want. So potentially this springtime, you're invited to do one big spring cleaning and removing things in your home that you no longer use. Maybe it's an invitation to give some of your stuff away to charity or people who need it if you don't wear those clothes anymore. If those certain clothes in your closet are not really resonating with you anymore, you feel like, you know what, I don't use that, I don't really want to wear this anymore, let me get rid. There's also potentially we have an invitation to declutter things from past versions of yourself, potentially from previous relationships you were in, like getting rid of stuff you had that comes from your ex, or potentially getting rid of stuff that belongs to a past version of you that you no longer want to be. There's an idea of potentially also decluttering your mind, so removing certain habits and stories you tell yourself that are just making noise and taking space and that you no longer want in your life. So there's really an invitation here to take an inventory of your life and figure out, in what ways can I make space? In what way can I declutter? In what way can I Marie Kondo my life and look at, okay, is this bringing me joy or not? And it could even be in relationships. I'm hearing for some people, you might feel called to end a certain relationship you're realizing are just no longer aligned with you, and you're deciding to remove yourself of a certain situation or a certain relationship. It's spring cleaning in all areas of your life, whether you're literally spring cleaning your home and getting rid of physical stuff, or whether it's in terms of relationships, whether it's in terms of mentally spring cleaning your mind and your soul. But there is really an invitation here to spring clean, to declutter, and to make space. Because when luck is on your side, you want to make space for these new things coming, right? Whether it's a new job, a new relationship, new opportunities, you want to make space for it. You want to let the universe know, I'm ready to receive. And the best way to tell the universe you're ready to receive is to make space for those new things to arrive in your life. With the aspirant, we have an idea of faith here, of a spiritual path. For potentially my Aquarius are feeling called in this springtime to reconnect or connect deeper with their faith, with their spiritual practice, specifically with what you want to manifest. I see some of you writing petitions. I see some of you meditating and visualizing what you want. I see some of you doing full moon rituals and new moon rituals and sitting at your altars to visualize and pray and let the universe know what you want. I see some of you having or in the process of manifesting your soulmate and really tapping into this idea of co-creation with the universe, of manifestation and of visualization to bring luck on your side, whether you're looking for a job, a place to move in, a relationship, a breakthrough, whatever it is, right? So there's really an invitation here to again focus on the ways you can bring and invite fortune into your life through prayers, through visualizations, through manifestation, working at your altar, whatever you guys do, whatever you candle magic, I don't know, whatever you guys enjoy doing for that, whether it's just making a vision board on Pinterest, whether it's like writing a petition in your journal, whatever ways you guys like to co-create with the universe. That is also a big theme for my Aquarius, this idea of co-creation, of manifestation. That could also be a way of tapping into this luck, of inviting luck into your life. So we love that. Okay, so let's pick up your tarot cards now and have a look at what should be your main goal for spring for my Aquarius. What do we have? Look, we have double 8. We have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Your main goal is to remove yourself and declutter your life from things that are trying to tie you down and from things that are no longer aligned with you, so that you can make space for opportunities and blessings and miracles that Fortuna wants to bring into your life. So your main goal really this springtime, my Aquarius, is to have a look at with the 8 of Cups, situations, relationships that are no longer aligning with your happiness, and removing yourself from that, moving away, walking away, as well as realizing habits, patterns, stories that you tell yourself, blockages that you're facing, fears that you're facing that are making you feel stuck, and again, walking away from that, removing yourself from these blockages, removing yourself from this particular fear or this particular mental pattern. So it's really paying attention to the energies externally or internally that are making you feel stuck, and it's an invitation to freeing yourself from that, to facing some fears and walking away from them, to facing some unhealthy habits and walking away from them, or to facing some unhealthy relationship, walking away from that, or to look at some declutter and removing that clutter from your life, so that from this big work of walking away, of freeing yourself, you are inviting Fortuna on your side. You're inviting opportunities, blessings, love, abundance. So with this idea of luck of Fortuna, she's not gonna arrive magically in your life without you doing the work in the first place. But if you are willing to do that work of decluttering your life, decluttering your mind, walking away from people or habits that you know deep within yourself are not good for you, are not healthy for you, are not supporting your well-being, then Fortuna can come in your life and bring every blessing, every hope, every dream that you are trying to manifest. So really, you're invited to do that work of self-preservation, that work of prioritizing oneself, of valuing oneself, of loving oneself enough to know this relationship is no longer good for me. This habit is toxic for my well-being. These things in my life are no longer aligned with me. I need to get rid of them. I need to declutter. And that's not easy, but on the other side of that, there's so much blessings, abundance coming, that I think it would be so worth it for my Aquarius to do that. Let's see what you are invited to pay attention to, my Aquarius. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Let's see what else. King of Swords and Ace of Swords. Yeah. The first thing I'm hearing, pay attention to your mental well-being. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Pay attention to your thought patterns, the way you look at the world, the way you think, your ideas. And pay attention to your inner dialogue, my Aquarius. That's the first thing. Pay attention to the way you speak to yourself. Do you speak to yourself in a way that's encouraging, supportive, loving, or do you speak to yourself in a way that's very harsh, critical, not very nice and not very kind? If that's the case, you're invited to really, again, check yourself for that and maybe walk away from this very critical inner dialogue and removing yourself from these thoughts patterns that are very cruel and potentially critical of yourself. So that's the first thing that's coming through. King of Swords and Ace of Swords. Also, pay attention to your ideas this springtime. If you're feeling called to do something, if you have an idea, a light bulb moment, you feel called to call a friend you haven't called or checked up on ages, you feel called to take a certain road to work, you feel called to check out a particular book out of random, pay attention to that. It's not random. These are little breadcrumbs that your higher self, your guides, the universe are trying to invite into your life. So pay attention to those seemingly random light bulb moments that's coming through strongly. There could be some little breadcrumbs here coming from the universe. With the King of Swords, we also have an invitation to being very honest, clear, and not hesitate to speak your truth for this particular springtime, so don't feel like you have to hide. And it's interesting because some of my other signs, there was an invitation to avoid conflict, avoid drama, and letting other people argue and not getting involved in the conflicts and not getting involved in the conversations. For my Aquarius, it's the opposite. If you've been postponing having a tough conversation, if you have some heavy truth on your heart, you've been thinking about having a conversation with someone, you've been thinking about sharing a truth, or you want to speak up about something, or there's like someone in your life that you feel like you haven't been honest with, or there's something that they've done that is sitting heavy on your heart, and you're like, you know what, I wish I had the strength to being honest and tell them how I feel. Or maybe it's at work, you haven't really been feeling confident enough to speak up and share your ideas. This is a time, this spring season, for you to speak up, share your truth, be honest, take the mic. I'm seeing someone literally grabbing a mic and being like, I got something to say, you guys need to listen to me. So this could be translated in, like I said, at work, potentially sharing more your ideas, being more vocal. It could be in your relationships. You finally have some tough conversations you've been thinking about having with your family, with your friends, with your partner, whatever it may be. It could be just a sense, generally speaking, of you feeling more confident in your ability to speak your truth, to being honest, and to no longer hide, right? But taking that mic and being like, I've got something to say, please listen to me. This is also important for my Aquarius. Let yourself be heard. Don't hesitate to take the mic. Don't hesitate to share your ideas, to share your truth, to share your voice, okay? That's very important for this spring season. Okay, let's have a look at what your potential blessings for this season could be. So potential blessings for spring. Look, we have a 7 of Wands, so potential blessings already. There's a sense of resilience. And again, a sense of being able to defend oneself, to stand up for what you believe, to voice your truth, and to no longer hide. So I really would not be surprised if my Aquarius have this inner call this season to speak up and to finally have some difficult conversation with people that they've been meaning to have for ages and they didn't dare before because maybe you didn't want to hurt their feelings, maybe you didn't know how to share your truth. Finally, this springtime, you're like, you know what, I'm ready to tell them how they've hurt me, or I'm ready to tell them I no longer will accept this particular behavior, or I'm ready to face my fears and actually impose myself more. I'm ready to set some boundaries. I'm ready to be more vocal, to be more honest. I'm ready to not take shit from that person or to like affirm myself more, to impose myself more. So I see you guys being a bit more confident, especially for people who've had to face situations where people were taking advantage of you, where you were unable to put some boundaries, where you felt like the balance in that particular dynamic was uneven and some people were just taking advantage of your kindness, or if you were facing some dynamics where a particular person hurt you and yet you weren't necessarily standing up for yourself, you weren't able to defend yourself. This is the time, this spring season, blessings are coming in the way of you taking the mic and speaking up and standing up for yourself, defending yourself, speaking your truth, imposing some boundaries, and letting people respect you. So that's one huge blessing for my Aquarius, specifically for people who were faced with unjust dynamics. This is a huge blessing, your ability to defend yourself, to set some boundaries, to protect your peace. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see what else is coming through in terms of blessings for my Aquarius. Look, 2 of Cups. So truly, we had the soulmates. For those of you looking for a partner, looking to meet someone special, there's a huge vibe of love as well for my Aquarius. So it's looking very positive and promising for those of you who are looking to meet someone, looking to go on date, looking for a partner, because we have soulmates and 2 of Cups. For those of you who are in a relationship, this is also a time where you could feel just closer and more bonded with your partner in your loving relationship. So if you have potentially been really thinking about wanting to spend more quality time with your partner, if you've been thinking about deepening that sense of love and support in your life, this spring season could bring a lot of opportunities to deepen that love, deepen that connection. We could have some engagements. I wouldn't be surprised if some of my Aquarius are getting engaged, if some of you are moving in with someone, if some of you are maybe starting a family. All of that is looking very but missing as well for my Aquarius, and all the realm of love, interpersonal relationship, your special connection to someone. That's beautiful, and there's definitely blessings coming in that realm, and we love that. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up with a little self-care message for you guys. Let's see what we need to know from my Aquarius for this springtime. A little self-care message. Be open to spiritual guidance, okay? Ponder this question. How do you expect your prayers and guidance to come to you? Literally in a vision, are you someone who says that you're waiting for prayers to be answered because you want guidance that includes a safety net? Your goal to own up to your spiritual insecurities and lack of faith. Ooh, this is so interesting. It's going back to this idea of the aspirant. I see you really manifesting. I see you writing petitions. I see you visualizing. I see you calling to the universe for what you want. And I see Fortuna and the universe wanting to bring that to you, but remember, it won't come by magic. In order for you to get what you want, to bring this sense of newness, this change, remember your work of doing that inventory in your life and removing yourself from situations or habits or relationships that are no longer aligned with you. So if you do that, Fortuna will come knocking. I really feel that for my Aquarius. Okay, so we're gonna wrap things up with one last little message from your guides. Let's see what we have. Last message from your guides. Open your heart to the changes coming into your life. Yeah, exactly. There's changes coming. You're opening the window, you're decluttering, you're making space, and for that, the winds of change are pouring into your life, and Fortuna is able to invite herself into your life, the sense of luck, the sense of abundance, of the wheel of fortune turning in your favor, and we love that. Beautiful summary of everything we've talked about. So, my Aquarius, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe. These are all free ways to support my work. I want to thank you so much for your presence. I want to wish you a beautiful springtime ahead. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye!